The Rebel Capitalist Show.
One question I really want to ask you is, I think it's so difficult in today's day and age because of all the propaganda that you see in the media, not just in the West, but in Russia. I mean, obviously they're using propaganda, just like we're using propaganda. They're using it in Saudi Arabia and all these other countries. It's just nonstop, like a fire hose of propaganda coming at you. So for the person that actually wants to know the truth, how do you find it? You've been publishing a paper for, however many decades. What are your tricks that you use? What are your tips for the average American to try to know what is true and what is fake news?
For one, you don't even bother going on, TV crap, cable or anything. You don't care less. Yeah, like I just showed you the Financial Times, right? So every day I get delivered hard copy, the New York Times, Financial Times, and Wall Street Journal.
Okay.
Again, I know what to expect from them. Now, what I also do is I go online and I read the Global Times from China. I read the Jerusalem Post. I read Haaretz to get the other side of what's going on in Israel. I go to Far's news agency. I want to know what's going on in Iran, what they're saying. Then I go to Al Jazeera, get their point of view from it. I go to Japanese news. I go to all over the world and look at what others are saying. And then you keep lining the facts up, put the facts up. Like I said, we're talking now about Ukraine. I showed you the magazine, the Trends Journal. It used to be a quarterly. Now it's a weekly. This week was 185 pages, no ads. We put all the facts in there. We give the factual story. Then right in front of you, our trend forecast. This is where we see it going. Our trend post, what it means, what it says. And then the motto of the magazine is think for yourself. So we put all the facts down, then we give our analysis. But I have to tell you, it never stops. I've never worked harder in my life. It's a continual learning process. I didn't know what I know now 10 years ago, 20 years ago. When I was a kid, I was perfect Vietnam War era. I'm 75. I was right at the peak of it. And I was too stupid to be against the war. I believe the BS they were throwing out there. I just couldn't imagine me walking in water this high with a gun, holding a gun and a lot of weight on my back and getting shot at. That's why I did everything to beat the war. Oh, by the way, unlike a fat-mouthed coward by the name of Joe Biden, who did everything he could to beat the Vietnam War and got all those draft deferments. Oh, you didn't go fight, fat mouth, but boy, are you a tough guy now. All right. So I'm saying I was stupid back then, and you keep learning. But it's a total process of concentration every day. I send my writers 2 times a week, stacks that big, articles I've read, underline the salient points and make notes. Because when you underline something, it also puts your mind back into it.
Right.
Again, when I read the New York Times, I know what I'm going to get from it. Oh, and this is an important quote for everybody to listen to.
Yeah.
We'll know our disinformation program is complete when everything the American public believes is false. William J. Casey, CIA Director, 1981. Or is it 1984?
Right. Yeah, I think that's really the message. What's interesting about that, what you just said, is I asked Jim Rogers the exact same question, and he gave me the exact same answer. Identical, Gerald. And so I think that we need to learn from people like you and Jimmy, who have been doing this, for decades and decades and decades, and it's been your business to sift through all the noise and the propaganda to actually find the truth when it comes to geopolitics and just, I guess, our domestic lives as well. What do you think about this? What I've noticed, especially since COVID, is every single thing, pretty much the mainstream media has come out and labeled quote unquote disinformation has been truth 6 months later, or is truth 6 months later. So do you think that, would you go that far to just assume, or maybe initially assume, that anything they label disinformation, they're doing that intentionally to hide the truth from you? And whatever they give that label to, will most likely be proved accurate in months to come?
Yeah, again, look at their track record. Exactly. Again, look who they are. I call them prostitutes. Media whores that get paid to put out by their corporate pimps and their government whoremasters. Need
Right.
more proof? The mouth for Biden over there, Psaki.
Yeah, all right. She went to go work for like MSNBC, didn't she?
Yeah. Yeah, you call that journalism?
Right.
Oh, who was that arrogant boy? That arrogant, what's his name? It starts with an A on ABC. What the hell's his show? He worked for Clinton. He has a Greek name.
George.
Stephanopoulos.
There you go. Yeah.
All right. Was with the Clinton. One after another. As George Carlin said, it's one big club and you ain't in it.
Right.
So what they're doing is, that's the club. I mean, it's right in front of your eyes. How damn stupid could you be to watch any of the crap shooting out of their mouths? They all got, I will go to Fox because I like what they say and they say it the way I want to hear it. I go to NBC, MSNBC because I like what they say and they say the way I want to hear it.
Right.
How about just putting the facts out and you deciding what, the bottom line is?
Mm-hmm.
They don't do it.
Yeah.
And again, it's been going on forever. I read you the quote from Casey.
Yeah.
Again, it's been going on hey, remember the Maine? Was that Hearst newspapers, the ship over there and started the war down there with Cuba? Oh, that one? Remember the Maine? I mean, it's all propaganda.
Yeah. But I think knowing that it's propaganda and knowing that they're trying to get you emotionally charged, I think that's half the battle. And I know the people that watch my channel and follow your work, they understand that. But I think we just need to open up more people's eyes to the fact, so many people understand now that the media was completely lying to us during COVID. But yet they believe every single thing the same media is telling them about Russia. So we just got to remind people that, hey guys, the same group that lied to you over here is telling you, what's happening on a geopolitical level over here. It's been proven that you were correct to not trust them over the past 2 years. Maybe you should be a little more skeptical about what they're telling you now and what they will tell you in the future. I think that if people could just do that, I think that'd be a big win.
You're not going to get them. There's that great quote by Samuel Adams. It does not take a majority to prevail, but rather an irate, tireless minority, keen on setting brush fires of freedom in the minds of men.